today. A judge sentenced McDowell to death. Our Renata Di Gregorio is joining us now with an exclusive interview.
We could also see a large fire truck ladder go up even higher. It appeared to snuff out the flames that we could see from right here. Countdown is at 7 p.m., but the festivities start now. We already have the shrimp over here, Little Shrimpy himself. In the last 2 minutes, we wrapped up speaking with the federal prosecutor, who says that he believes this sentence is fair. Walking around this neighborhood, you hear the chainsaws, you hear the leaf blowers, you walk into a convenience store, and that video of that car getting flipped is what people are talking about. We just learned this about 10 minutes ago or so. There's a lot going on back here. We can hear the helicopter, just what all is going into this search for the little boy. And then when they finally got here, they found out their bags were not in this sea of luggage. Neighbors say that they watched the FBI break down Holmes's door. The new Riverside Skate Park is officially open. We're in a neighborhood where the latest plant explosion happened in their backyards. 4 people are dead in what the Jacksonville sheriff is calling a racially motivated shooting. He says that the shooter wanted to kill Black people. The shooter is one of those dead. It happened right down here at the Dollar General. We're on the west side of Jacksonville in a majority Black neighborhood, just a few blocks from a historically Black university. The sheriff says that a white man in his 20s walked into a Dollar General in tactical gear with an assault rifle and a handgun and shot 2 men and 1 woman, all Black people. He says they don't know if the targets were specific people, but the sheriff says that any Black person was in danger. The mayor tells us his gun had a swastika on it. The shooter, who they have not officially identified, wrote 3 manifestos for his parents, the media, and law enforcement, according to the sheriff. He says the shooter lived in neighboring Clay County with his parents and texted his father just after 1 p.m. to check his computer. His parents called the police, but it was too late. Dozens of people from the neighborhood have been out here at the scene all day, and they are angry. There have been multiple prayer circles, and people say that they will support each other during this time. Here in Jacksonville, this is also the 5-year anniversary of a shooting that killed 2 people and injured 11 in downtown at a video game tournament. Back to you. Some people say they spent 4 days just trying to get home, and then when they finally got here, they found out their bags were not in this sea of luggage here at Jacksonville International Airport. And this is after spending days sleeping in various airports, just trying to get back home.
It's not it.
It's not here.
The last several days have been a mess for airline passengers in Jacksonville.
This has been a mess. It's been a nightmare.
It got delayed 4 times.
Canceled at 3 in the morning.
8-hour layover. 8-hour layover.
So I was supposed to be home around 10 a.m. yesterday.
This is my 4th day of travel.
Delta Airlines passenger Kelly Roberts went through all this.
Slept, well, actually I didn't sleep at the airport. I stood in lines all night long.
Just to find her luggage isn't here.
I don't know where it is.
Michaela Phillips, too. Steve and Dawn Lazar were supposed to get back home days ago. 18 hours in an airport?
Which airport was that?
Now,
It's like an Easter egg hunt.
There's a lot of bags everywhere, and I don't know which one will be mine.
Oh my goodness.
it's not just Delta passengers going through this.
Yeah, my credit card took a little bit of a hit because, you know, a soda is $4.89.
Delta Airlines says customers can submit a claim for lost baggage and request reimbursement for hotel, meal, and ground transportation expenses. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg says hundreds of complaints have been filed with the Department of Transportation.
It's a big oversight, what happened.
Oh, you got it? Good. This is this is relief.
I've been reunified.
Yay!
Victory is mine.
Taking any victory, even those without their bags, are just glad to be home.
And I'm going home.
It was an adventure, to say the least.
An airport spokesperson says from Friday to this morning, there were more than 80 cancellations total. He encourages you to check your flight status before you head to the airport and says it's up to the airlines to deal with all of these bags. Live at JIA, Renata Di Gregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
It was redder than red, and it was real thick.
911, where's your emergency?
The cargo ship just flipped over in the channel. Nearly 100 homes in Glynn County are still evacuated.
They didn't give us any information.
Profit and destroy.
Marshes, beaches, and live oaks cover Glynn County, Georgia. But just as much a fixture of the landscape, the county's numerous industrial facilities. In just 5 months, explosions at a Simrise manufacturing plant in November and a fire at Pine Nova manufacturing plant in April, both forcing evacuations. The Simrise explosions leading to a fish kill, then another fish kill outside Sunbelt Forest Products in December. All this following the capsizing of the Golden Ray cargo ship in the St. Simon Sound in 2019, carrying 4,300 vehicles, which caught fire multiple times and leaked huge quantities of oil and other industrial fluids. These explosions and problems aren't happening far away out of sight. We're in a neighborhood where the latest plant explosion happened in their backyards.
The smell for me was very intense for days.
Anita Collins grew up in Brunswick and is a leader in her neighborhood, which includes government housing across the fence from Pine Nova.
Some residents have had health issues, headaches, burning eyes, breathing.
The Pine Nova plant, which makes wood resin, has operated about 1.5 miles from downtown Brunswick for more than 100 years, formerly under the company Hercules. Hercules produced the pesticide toxaphene until 1980, according to the company. Toxaphene is now classified by the Environmental Protection Agency as a probable human carcinogen.
Think about how many individuals have grown up with that plant being right where it is.
First Coast News questioned Georgia's Environmental Protection Division about the plume of smoke from the Pine Nova fire. They say air readings from 3 locations don't show any emissions that exceed the plant's permitted levels. The county of 85,000 people is also home to 4 federal toxic waste sites. That toxic legacy prompted a study by Emory University, screening residents for the presence of chemicals like mercury and PCBs, which were dumped in the area by local industries for decades.
There seems to be a lack of oversight and a lack of strict enforcement.
Environmental advocates like Maggie Van Cantford with Altamaha Riverkeeper say companies do not face proportionate repercussions. One example they give, the 2-year cleanup of the Golden Ray cost $1 billion. The ship's owner, Hyundai Glovis, was penalized at $3 million.
The marsh provides extreme environmental services to the world, and that needs to be protected.
These are older plants, they need upgrades. We're asking the EPD to look at that.
Glynn County Commissioner Cap Fendig says the county, city, and companies must work together. At a meeting following the Pine Nova fire, it was revealed that neither the plant nor local firefighters had the materials needed to fight the fire.
What we did in that meeting was put all of our industrial plants on notice. Number one, they're going to have to make arrangements to store foam on site that's appropriate to the type of chemicals that they're messing with.
We were not prepared. The plant wasn't prepared. We weren't prepared.
Pine Nova's Senior Director of Operations says in a statement the company is committed to finding the cause of the fire and increasing fire safety. According to the EPA, the plant is considered a significant non-complier of regulations governing hazardous waste disposal and has been fined $365,000 over the last 10 years. It was also cited by OSHA in 2021 after employees were exposed to chemicals. But Pine Nova is just one of Glynn County's many industrial facilities. The fire there, only the most recent problem.
What we're talking about is legacy pollution in this county.
Neighbors like Collins say it's up to local, state, and federal officials, as well as companies, to stop the next disaster before it happens. Renata Di Gregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
I never thought it would play out the way that it did.
This is a dark day in Jacksonville's history.
A gunman shot and killed 3 people in what police are calling a racially motivated shooting.
Courage like me.
life.